Hello, amazing family.
Hi, beautiful.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you might be watching us from. We miss you so much.
You
Welcome to
do.
another exciting episode. My name is Lovia,
And I'm Francisca,
and this is the
the Reawakening.
Reawakening. As usual, we bring you exciting, intriguing, educating topics, life changing ones. And today, once again, we brought a new topic, and we're going to be talking about self love and
And
self care.
self-care.
It is very, very important for the growth and development for every individual to take care of yourself and love yourself enough so that all the surroundings you may find yourself in will not affect you. So, let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and men. Today, our sister is going to be beginning with us. So, the court is in your
my
ball.
ball. Okay, hi, beautiful people. So today, as my sister said, we are going to be talking about self-love and self-care. And I think it's best to start with a good definition, so then it just set the tone,
Yeah.
and we know where we are going from there. So, what I define, because everybody's definition might be different, because I'm talking from my own experience,
Yeah.
and my definition for self-love and self-care, because it can be quite entangled, and I'll say it's the ability to give yourself the care and the discipline that will propel you forward mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, psychologically. And I think, again, as we were discussing earlier, the best way to see self-love, the best way to understand what self-love is, to really understand the buzzword, which is love in itself. So what is love? Love is kind, love is gentle, love is peaceable, love takes things one day at a time. Okay. And I think we live in a fast world. We want things to, like, it's the internet world, the 60 seconds TikTok world, and like the reels world. That's the kind of world we live in, and it has really programmed our mind to just want things quick and fast. But I think the best things take time. And especially when you want to love yourself, especially when you are being in a situation whether it's trauma. If you do remember from our previous video, we talked about waiting, we've talked about why things take too long, healing as well. Like, you need that gift or that skill to love yourself through healing, through the waiting period. And it is very, very important that we are gentle with ourselves, we are kind with ourselves. We look ourselves in the mirror, and then, like, a lot of us, we came from a very dark place where we look ourselves in the mirror and we think we're the ugliest person in the whole world. And I have been there. I have been there. And I had someone tell me one time, like, why do you always disrespect yourself? Why do you always say bad stuff about yourself? You would never say that about someone else, but why would you say that about yourself? And it's a lie. If you can't pour from an empty cup, you need to really hone that gift, hone that skill of self-love before you can, give that out to someone else.
So, to begin with, I would say that you can't give love if you don't have love. If you don't love yourself enough, I don't know, then it's not appropriate to put all the love in everybody else except yourself. And when we say self love and self care, it's a whole lot of things, to be honest. Even the meals you eat, the kind of friendship you keep, the companies you keep, what you give to your body, what you put into your body, what you put on the outside, isn't it? On the outside, what you wear is self love. Because if you love yourself, then you respect yourself. You don't walk around half naked and saying, "Oh, I love myself, so I'm showing it off." You love yourself, you know that you're valuable enough to be covered. Sorry, no shares to anybody, but that's the honest. Okay, so since we're talking about self love, to begin with, I would say that self love is not just about, oh, self love, taking good pictures, showing up on social media, showing off every day. Self love is what you do in your secrecy, what you give yourself, the foods you eat, what you put on the body. I mean, your outfits, the kind of relationships and companies you keep,
Yes.
whether friendship or love relationship, romantic relationships. In fact, I was having a conversation with somebody the last time. I want to chip this in quickly.
Okay.
And in the conversation, something that I told her, she was like, I thought about it so much. So which was, I'm gonna share it here. I said, if sorry, your body, you see a variety of food and you get to pick, oh, I don't like this food, I do like this food, I have more appetite for this food. You have a favorite food.
Yes, of course.
And you sometimes when you crave for certain things, you go the length and breadth of the world to just to satisfy that cravings. Now, I don't think you would go and see somebody preparing that same food that you love so much behind a refuse dump, and you just go and buy it just because that's what you crave for.
Yeah.
At once, when you see the surroundings,
You
the
might be put
cravings will
off.
just vanish.
You will be put off.
That is the same way that you should be picky about the kind of romantic relationship you even have. If you give everybody access to you, to your body, because this is you agreeing to take nonsense in.
I like how you put it to take nonsense.
You know this guy is rubbish. Sorry. No shade.
No shade.
This guy, he doesn't even know how to take care of himself. No personal hygiene, no self-respect, no value for himself. If he doesn't value himself, how is he going to value you?
Yeah.
This one is smoking as though he's a rat in a hole. Like when the smoke comes out, it's like a car exhaust pipe.
Chimney.
And upon all the billions of people on the planet, that is who you choose to give the heart that God has created to. My sister, that is self-hate. There's no form of self-hate than that. That was just by the way. Now, as I was saying, the foods you eat,
Yeah.
the clothes you wear,
Yeah.
your spiritual relationship with God, your interpersonal relationship with people is self-love. If this person is a toxic person that keeps taking you to where you don't want to be, cut them off. That is not you being nice. That is you hating yourself. Because trust me, if you love yourself, you always want to be around people that pour into you, that help you grow, that help you become a better
Flourish.
person.
Yeah.
People that shape you, that help you to come out of your nonsense behavior. Not people that encourage you to do it. If you have a friend, you say, this is my best friend, and they cannot call you out when you're messing up, they're not your friend. A true friend is supposed to support you when need be, but they're also supposed to be the first people to put you on track when you are
Slipping off.
exactly. Thank you, my sister. So self-love is a lot of things. It's not just about taking pictures. It's not about going on the vacation. Yes, that is part of the package, but there is more to it. You can see that you're adding 15 pounds, no, 5 kg every week, because you want to show people that, oh, I eat Chinese, I eat Senegalese, I eat what? You want to show off. That is not self-love. That is you trying to
Please
other people, please social media at the detriment of your health. We're not saying that people that are, sorry, thick or, heavy are not healthy. But there are people that have been created like that by God.
Yeah.
No shade to them. I am not slim myself. So, but the moment I realized, this weight I'm adding, I could have just prevented it. This is not the one God gave me. This is me adding it to myself. You need to work on it. Sometimes self-love is just not about the physical. Sometimes whatever takes away your mental health, it's just not worth it. It is not. My dear, there's more to life than social media. There's more to life than showing up. Sometimes, for example, we're also learning from this. We can be there for everybody else except us. Sometimes you are hungry, you know that it's going to turn into ulcer. In fact, you're going to get hypoglycemia at once. Somebody calls you, you cannot say no. Being able to say no is self-love.
It's self-love.
Being able to say no when it's needed is self-love. If it doesn't align with your morals, if it doesn't align with your
Your
self identity, if it doesn't align with the goodwill and the conscience God has given you, learn how to say no, because that is love. Love yourself enough. You know what? There's something that, before my sister comes in, there's something that I realize. The people that are respected the most are the people that love themselves, that put themselves first. If you build yourself enough to that, don't tell me you don't love Bill Gates. It's in your chest. I'm sorry. You love Elon Musk. You don't know him anyway. He's not your family. He's not your friend, but you love him. You know why? Because when it was time for him to put himself first, build himself, in fact, he was conscious of who he wanted to be, and he worked towards that. And now it has gotten to the point that he can pour into every cup if he wants to. That is self-love. People don't love people who are nice. People love people who have been able to build themselves. People who love themselves enough. Because trust me, if people do things to you and you're not able to say no, having boundaries is the second thing.
I
Having
was actually gonna
boundaries
talk about that.
is self-love. If you allow anything in your space, then anything will keep on coming. But if you put boundaries and you're able to know how to draw the curtain, say no, you're not crossing this, whether your mother, your father, your husband, your kid, your friend, your boss. People actually respect people who are able to put boundaries and stand firm on it. I love you, please, my sister.
She poured her heart.
I'm sorry, today.
She poured her heart. I think as you were saying, self-love helps you test the waters and know what you can tolerate and what you cannot tolerate. It sets you up for success, basically. And it is not an easy journey, to be honest. I think we have a lot to say because we've been in a situation where we haven't loved ourselves enough, where we haven't been able to say no enough, where we've accepted anybody and anyone into our space, and it has been extremely detrimental
And
for
anything.
and anything into our space, and it's been detrimental for our own mental space and mental health being. It's again, as I was saying, that the definition that I gave earlier, self-love is setting boundaries that will propel you forward, being able to discipline yourself, as my sister was saying. That, oh, I love coffee because I love tall men with big chests and hairy chests, you know and
And
this
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 tall man is
coffee,
rubbish.
this man is rubbish. This man is beating you black and blue. This man, you're in a courtship with him, and every single time he opens his mouth, he's speaking nonsense. This tall man is lazy, and he wants you to go and work your butt off and give him the money. This tall man, just because he can do shukusha, you're just leaving yourself to him to just come and destroy you. Meanwhile, God has prepared someone who's modest, who is intelligent, who is caring, who is loving. But because you don't love yourself enough, you will not even identify and know what you deserve. And self-love is very healing in our healing journey. And if you remember from our previous video that we did speak about, if you do not love yourself, you will not be able to heal. And that's point blank. And I think healing, like self-love, is even like the stepping stone to even heal. As I said earlier, that to be kind, being kind is also about is also a part of love. Being gentle, taking things one day at a time is a part of love. Let's say you're on your healing journey. We don't go from 0 to 100. You go from 0 to 1, and then 2 and 3, and you keep moving forward. But because we are all healing, and we've been in a state of despair, and now by the grace of God we've identified that we want to be better. That being able to love yourself is knowing that there are some days that it's not going to be roses and peaches. There's some days where you're going to be knocked out cold, crying, thinking, oh my goodness, like what's happening? And then loving yourself will know that, okay, I am healing. I need to take time. I need to breathe upon this. I need to take it slow. I need to take one day at a time. And coming back again to the concept of boundaries, self-love, boundaries are so important. If you don't have boundaries, nobody respects you, because anything can come into your presence, anybody, any situation. But you are a daughter of God. You are a child of God. You are a wonderful masterpiece, the most amazing creation that God has ever made. He looked at me and he said, wow, this is good. Like, imagine God looks at me like, wow, this is good. God looks at me like, wow, hey, come on, this is good. God looked at us and said, this is good. And imagine giving this good thing to somebody who does not deserve it, who hasn't put himself on a pedestal to deserve you. Because you're so hungry for human contact, you're just jumping into any hole. Manhole. 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 You are jumping into any hole just for the sake of, being lonely. Your self-love will tell you that it is okay to be lonely, but the fact that I'm lonely doesn't mean, as my sister said, the fact that I'm hungry doesn't mean I need to accept
I'll eat anything.
My sister. So self-love is so important in our Christian journey, in our health journey, in our spiritual journey, in every aspect of our life. I cannot grow if I don't love myself. My sister will not be able to grow if she does not love herself. It is just that, point blank period. We need to love ourselves, and being able to love yourself will help you care for yourself. Like, you made a beautiful analogy last time. You said without you've been given an investment to start a bakery. If you chop that money, give that money out to people because you're so kind, then what is that? You don't have that investment to set that bakery up for people to benefit from. Mm-hmm. So it is extremely important. If we are our biggest investment, I am our biggest investment. I'm pouring out to someone else to propose someone for better. What about me? What about me? What about her? What about ourselves? So we need to pour in ourselves so we can be able to grow and establish and be grounded enough to hold someone
other people
and let them stand. So if we are not doing that, then we are literally, it's a recipe for disaster. We are literally breaking ourselves. That's exactly what we are doing. That is foolishness. Like, that's point blank. That is absolute foolishness. I remember, like, most times I'm just there at night with people that the Lord is my shepherd. Look at where I've come to. The Lord has helped me. It is God. You are there pouring out to people who then turn around and they're the same people that when you need a penny, don't have it. When you need a drop of water,
it's not like they're not going to give it to you.
They have it, but they will not give it to you. And that's the thing, though. When you're so kind, when you're so loving, people take love and kindness, your love and kindness for granted. And you need to know the people that you need to pour into, the people you don't need to pour into. That is also part of it. That doesn't mean you're a wicked person or you are not fulfilling the generosity aspect of being a Christian. No, some people don't deserve it. Point blank, period. Thank you.
There's time for everything in this world.
Yeah.
But the first step for every growth, every success story is somebody deciding to build themselves. It's you deciding to give yourself good things.
Mm-hmm.
It got to a time that I remember there was a point in time in my life that I wanted to be there for everybody else except myself. The whole year, I would probably not buy anything for myself. But trust me, even if it's money for my medication, I'd end up giving it to somebody. What if I die? Now that I think about it, if I die, life is going to go on anyways. Regardless, they'll get another cup to drain from.
Mm-hmm.
Life goes on with or without you. It doesn't matter who they are and how much they say they love you. Their life is going to go on. Have you seen anybody that has been buried with their mother, their father, their children, their spouses? No. And to be honest, if God loves us enough, that is why He gives us all these good things. What is stopping you from doing same for yourself? You take care of yourself. If you need a break, take a break.
Mm-hmm.
The people that you're killing yourself for, my sister, trust me. I think last week I heard a story that somebody from Africa, I cannot mention the country's name, has come here and has worked 19 days, 19 nights straight, and has ended up dead in the workplace. Last week here in the UK. And the first thing that came to my mind is, what is the hurry? Now you are dead. The 19 days, they're not going to put the money in your grave. The company might as well make good use of it.
They might not even give it to your family.
And trust me,
the people you're
at this point, somebody has been employed already because you're dead.
You're gone.
What is the rush? What is the hurry in life? I'm not saying relax, but I'm saying do it diligently. Do it accordingly.
Not to your own detriment.
Exactly. Love yourself enough. Love yourself enough to know that I'm in a space where I need to build myself. I'm in a space where I need to take that education. I'm in a space where I need to take that apprenticeship. I'm in a space where I need to learn that skill. I'm in a space where I need to lose that weight. I'm in a space where I need to start covering myself. Because what are you showing? Like, trust me, when everything is said and done, if you go to a shop and they're doing an exhibition. Do you know one wonderful thing that I was thinking about the last time? When you go to a shop, say you're going to a perfume shop or a phone shop or an electronic shop, wherever it might be, when you go, the first product you come in contact with is the ones that are on display. That is what attracts you. But do you ever go for the one that everybody has seen that is
Being
there, that
touched.
is being displayed? Everybody touches like this. And if it's if it's a perfume, they'll sample and sample and sample. People even bring their dirty clothes from their house, just come and spray and smell good and go their way. Do you go for that test? No, you don't. You go for a brand new one in the box. Do you know what that tells you? People value what has been covered.
Dignified.
People value the things that they cannot reach at once. So if you are giving everybody as dressing half naked is giving everybody access to your body, things that should be private, things that should be the word is not coming, but you know what I mean, right? Things that should be
dignified and praised and really honored.
your darling. Things that are supposed to be respected is what you're putting on display. It doesn't mean that you are G. You are the gaseous of the gaius of this generation. Do you know what that means? Cheap things have a lot of customers, attract a lot of customers. But do you know what? At the end of the day, people who notice quality will still go for the expensive ones, regardless. If people decide, another thing that I also want to put across is that if you build yourself enough, you attract good things. Trust me. You know how the boy will sit in the corner and be like, this girl is nice, but it's not my type. Because yes, it's not my brother. It's one city cannot afford that billions. No, it's not your type. It is not your type. But the way you are dressed outside, people are addressing you like that. And if you love yourself, you know that I don't give people access to my body. You know that having multiple sexual partners, it's not self-love.
That reminds me of the analogy that I was making last time that didn't make it to the internet. Now listen. Basically, I saw this beautiful analogy on Instagram. My friend was so kind to share it on her status. I saw it. It was like, this is the whole thing about sexual intimacy that we always talk about, that people think that, okay, you're stopping me from exploring. There is nothing about exploring. You are setting yourself up for disaster. We all are. And here is an analogy. Take two chewing gums, yeah? Let's say one is pink, one is white. When you have intimacy with someone, you've mixed with them. Now
You've taken a bit of the white.
You've taken
you've taken a bit of the pink.
Now you are them and they are you. You can't. How can you disentangle two chewing gums that have been mixed together? Now you've taken a bit of them, they've taken a bit of you. You move to the next partner who is green. You mix with them. Now you've taken something about them. Now you go into your own relationships that God has really ordained for you. You finally settle. Now you've taken Kofi's trauma, Kojo's anger, Kwame's nasty impatience, this person's sickness, and now before you settle and before you can actually, maybe God made it in such a way that you were supposed to enjoy your marriage like from the get-go, but now you need to work on the trauma, the anger, the disrespect, the diseases, and all of those things. And now you are not at peace. 30 years down the line in your marriage, you're still finding it difficult. So that's what it is about sexual covenant. We are all literally setting ourselves up for disaster if we do not stop mingling with people sexually that we are not in a covenant relationship with, or not relationship, covenant marriage with.
Matrimony
that God has ordained. Thank you.
So, thank you, my sister. So, all that we are trying to say is that if you love yourself, there's a limit to everything. Know when to say no, when to get rid of certain things and certain people, certain situations, and embrace the things that help you grow. Embrace the thing that maintains your dignity. Embrace the things that help you to be the better version of yourself. Because at the end of the day, nobody loves you more than you love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Your mother will say, I love you. Your father will say, I love you. Your spouse will say, I love you. But trust me, nobody will choose to die for you except Christ. They are not Christ. I will
Exactly.
not die for you, my sister.
Me, I won't.
I will not die for you. At the end of the day, love yourself enough to give yourself the good things. The good things. The good things. I cannot emphasize on that enough. The good things. Because at the end of the day, everybody, the people that are taken from you is because they love themselves. They want to enjoy. They're taken to enjoy. They're not taken to keep it for you. No. So if people keep draining you and draining you and draining you, at the end of the day, somebody said something to me the last time. Once the food is taken out of the plate, it becomes a dirty plate.
Oh,
It becomes a dirty plate. I've seen people that went from Africa to the diaspora to work so hard. This one is calling my child's school fees, whatever. This one is sick. Somebody has swallowed refrigerator. Somebody has been hit by a donkey. A donkey has kicked somebody. An eagle has pulled on somebody's hair. Now they've lost their hair, and you keep
bring money, bring
you
money,
keep
bring
on
money.
sending money. All these issues is to tell you to send money. At the end of the day, you go back to Africa, they empty-handed. They tell you you went to the diaspora. What did you do with your life? They would never ever remember. I'm not saying it's like that all the time, but 90% of the time, that is how it is like.
Yeah.
And if you love people enough and you want to be able to help people, build yourself to a point that you become a fountain, not a cup of water. Be a fountain that people can come to. And you don't just wake up one day to become a fountain. You have to build, acquire that skills, that apprenticeship, take it. If you need to learn anything that you need to do to get yourself better, and make sure upon everything, you have a good relationship with God and you are of good
Key.
health.
Key.
Good health. Don't keep up at night because you need to get that money at all costs to give to somebody. Because at the end of the day, you faint, you die, dead body, flat
Flat
level.
level.
You are dead and 6 feet beneath the ground, and their life is going to go on regardless. Love yourself enough. If you love yourself, you give your soul what is important: Christ, salvation. You keep at the back of your mind every day, every time, that upon everything that I shall do here today, the only thing that will benefit me at the end of the day is Christ.
Yeah.
Do not ever forget that. And self-love is usually when we say self-love, it's all about women. Men, love yourself enough. You see that girl that keeps coming. My mother is crippled. My father is having hernia. My sister has this. I need money. I need money. I need money. And this is the girl that will not lift a finger for
For
you.
you.
A finger for you. You don't even have a a 9 to 5 job. Talk less of having a business of your own. You hawk, you hustle, you go to the site, do all sorts of jobs, and the small money that you have, you're pouring into this girl that doesn't. If somebody loves you, they also put you first. Trust me. If somebody loves you, you are thinking about them, they're thinking
Think
about
about
you.
you.
It's not somebody that you call somebody every day. One day you call them, you're very low, and the first thing they're asking, did you send me the money? What? Did I send you? Did I send you what? Excuse you, girl. Excuse you, boy. Excuse you, man. Did
Who
I
you
send
are?
you what?
Who are you? Me, I'm Daya. Actively, that's it.
They're not able to, you know, sense your emotions enough, even if you don't speak it out, to notice that this
Something
person
is
is
not
off
right.
today. You don't look good. Some of us, if we don't call certain people, they don't call us. They only call us when they need something. And if in 3 days they've not heard from you, they don't think that, oh, I've not heard from this person. Because you're pouring for them. There should be some sort of importance to the people. As the same way, sorry, the words are not even coming because I want to pour my heart out.
Yeah,
The same way you're pouring into them.
it should be the same. It should be reciprocal. Period.
Exactly. You're pouring into them because they mean something to you. You cannot keep pouring into people that you don't mean anything to. That's a self-hate. And trust me, trust me, trust me. Trust me, my sister, my love, my honey, my darling, self-love is the best thing that you can afford. It doesn't have to be the luxurious car. It doesn't have to be the biggest mansion. If you want that food and you can't afford it, please eat it.
Yeah.
If that dress is what is going to make you feel good in your body, please do it. If you're having a spa day every 1 month, every 6 months, every 3 months, every 1 year is what is going to keep you alive. Don't send the money for somebody to go and use for dirty December. Feel good. Feel good. Invest in anything that can make you the better version of yourself. Because at the end of the day, when all is said and done, nobody can love you more except Christ.
Yeah, period.
Christ is the only person that can love you enough to lay their life for you. Your husband will not. Me, I have a husband, but I will not. Dying to you, you will die. I am not going to die for some. Even the kid that I brought forth, a mother will go all lengths. Have you seen a mother saying, my child died and I want to be buried alongside? No. So at the end of the day, all that we're trying to say is that if somebody will love you, it depends on what you decide
and how
to
you
take,
carry yourself,
how you carry yourself, what you accept and what you don't accept. And if you exude good things, good radiance, then good things is going to come to you. But if you know that boy that keeps giving you blue eye, one day the eye will burst if you don't let him go, and you will die. And they'll go and say he has a mental problem, and they'll leave him.
And you go do the thing to the next person.
Yes, and Amache will deal with you. Thank you. You're loved. God loves you.
Bye.